everybody, welcome to AJS News. This is the first of 2 videos we got for you today.
But first, an important word from our sponsor.
Joe, we need to get him something for his birthday.
He's so hard to shop for.
I know.
Let's get him like tools or something.
No, Joe, he already has all the tools known to man.
What about a shirt?
Yeah, shirts are easy if he didn't wear circus tent size shirts. They're hard to find.
Yeah.
God dang it. You know what? Go ask him for money. We'll figure it out later. Yeah, go ask him for money.
Alright.
Go.
Hey Dad, can I borrow some money?
For what?
School supplies.
Wait, isn't it May? And aren't you almost 40?
No? Sweet. Thanks, Dad. Okay, I got the money.
Okay, I think I have the perfect gift.
Yeah, me too. He needs a new calendar. He doesn't even know what month it is.
What?
Stupid.
No, no, a wallet, Joe. Look at how giant that thing is. An extra wallet, too.
But he's got a lot of stuff. What happens if that was too small?
He needs to slim down, and plus, Extra has plenty of other dad-sized wallets as well. It's the perfect gift. Let's do it. Yeah. Okay.
I know you got something like this in your pocket right now. It's summertime. We are switching from pants to shorts, wearing less clothing, and you need a less bulky wallet in your pocket.
Time to trim down.
Exactly.
I used to have that big thing. Now I don't. So I'm sleek, I'm fast, and it feels good. You know, this big bulk that can punch you in the side of the leg. Oh, son of a- Anyways, guys, yeah, so AJS News, we continue to play some video games. What's coming up? What do we got coming up? I don't know what friggin' games are coming out anymore. The biggest one, right? I guess we're done with big releases. Look, I just put everybody on the spot, and not a single one.
Well, I mean, coming out. I mean,
Come on.
Final
Come
Fantasy
on.
is the big
No.
one that's out. That's
No, the
current.
next big one.
Next
big one.
Starfield.
I mean, we're playing Final Fantasy right now.
It's 1 month. Well, the first story we got a game that's actually now 1 month away, but that's the first story.
1 month.
Yeah.
What game?
Yes.
Baldur's Gate 3 got moved up a whole month.
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, okay. So we're right. There's really nothing huge in the next month, so this could be an opportunity for us to catch up. Yeah. Perfect. All right. In hobby news, Warhammer just released a trailer for their brand new game coming out later this year, Epic. I was big into Epic a long time ago, so they got the little tiny miniatures. I'll send you the video, Joe, where you can actually do mass battles. So we'll probably get into that around November. So the hobby, it's a great time to get into Warhammer. Hopefully you guys are joining us on Wednesdays and Sundays for our streams. And let's jump into some gaming news. What's happened over the past week, Alex, in gaming?
Well, Baldur's Gate moved up an entire month, so they were supposed to come out at the end of August 31st, but they moved up to August 3rd, exactly 1 month away.
Oh.
And they pretty much said, what they said is, this means the PC version of Baldur's Gate 3 will be released at a time when you'll have more time to play it, knowing exactly that Starfield is the massive release.
Is it July 3rd or August 3rd?
It's going to August 3rd.
August 3rd.
Yeah,
August
so
3rd.
one month from today.
But yeah, I saw like an article. It's gonna be like 200 hours.
It's
just about.
Their games are very, very long.
Yeah.
This is one of the biggest games they've ever done. It's one of the reasons it took them 6 years to do it. Still don't like a 2-year-long early access. That shit needs to fuck off.
Yeah, I hate early access. That's why I don't consider Baldur's Gate, a big release until it's out. And then I'm like, okay, now I need
There you go. August
I don't want to
3rd.
hear about it until it's fucking out.
Yeah. So it's going to give you more time to play this. Now, the only problem is they couldn't rush the PS5 release. So the PS5 version is day and date with Starfield. So if you're going to have to make some tough decisions. Now, the good thing is if you only have a PlayStation, you can't play
tough decision.
You can't play Starfield anyway because it's not going to be on there. So it's like, well, for those people, at least you'll have something.
Yeah.
But I think everyone else will probably be playing Starfield.
Oh, for sure.
All right, we got some good news in the Netherlands. Quote, as of this moment, there are plans for the Dutch government to improve the regulations for in-game purchases. One of the goals is to ban loot boxes in games.
Woohoo!
They want to do this. They tried to actually do this before, but the Dutch Gambling Authority wanted to regulate them. And the politicians are like, look, as of right now, they have not broken the law in any way, so we can't do it based on how it exists now. But
They gotta break the law.
This is the big but. We're going to change the fucking law so we can regulate them. And this is what we want pretty much everyone else.
Basically add a law allowing better regulation.
Yeah. And so they just want to get rid of it. I mean, the big thing is mobile games and then FIFA and all the other things that exist out there. And they realize what people are spending money on. It's a digital good that goes away. It expires
Every year.
Every single year.
You got to get a new one. So it's just waste, but apparently not for them.
Yeah, there's some old guy. It's like, well, I've got a 99 Pele. What's that worth? It's like nothing. That's from an old.
Get
FIFA.
on.
That doesn't count or anything. Who even? It's like.
Well, they're going to take the servers down in 2 years. You ain't even going to have access to look at it. You better take a picture on your fucking cell phone.
Yeah.
What a fucking waste.
So good on them. All right, we got more news from over the pond. The UK court has blocked the CMA. Now, the CMA is the organization that is blocking Microsoft's acquisition. This is a short update, I promise. Now, according to the Competition and Market Authority, they wanted to postpone the court case until October, and the court said, we're tired of talking about it. We're tired of doing news shows
Even the
on
court
it. And
is
it's just like,
tired.
no, you are doing it this month. So it's going to begin on July 28th. So they wanted, and then the court said, look, if you don't have time to go through everything with all of the resources that you have now, then
Fuck
what
off.
are you doing?
Stop wasting our time.
They pretty much reference the wasting time. It's like you got plenty of people figure it out.
Yeah.
There was a couple quick.
Slight technical difficulties. Our camera's turned off, so we're just resuming right here. And Alex, go ahead with the next story.
All right, Microsoft CEO says he'd love to get rid of console exclusives, but
What?
he blames it all on Sony.
Oh.
And this kind of makes sense, and it kind of also fits in with their legal defense is like, hey, Xbox is sad. They've been losing the console war badly for a long fucking time, which is the truth, right? They've been getting their asses kicked. And so he's like, look, Sony dictates the market because they're the biggest. They get to do exclusives. They try to force us out.
He ain't lying.
And so we got to play into that system. And so I agree. I don't think he's lying. Now they're really leaning hard into the poor, pitiful us.
lying.
We're Microsoft and we're a tiny little company.
He ain't
Yeah, it's a
lying.
fight of the billionaires. Just like,
Yeah.
what? Do
He
you
ain't
really
lying,
feel
though.
sorry for them?
Sony's
No.
buying all these games out from
Yeah.
under them. They have to fucking buy Bethesda to make sure that Starfield
Starfield.
comes out on the
That
Xbox.
was the last
So
straw, man.
He's not lying.
Yeah. So they're really playing into that, and then we go back to more stuff from Jim Ryan, who's just saying more stuff. You know, where they're like, he said, "Oh, I don't think that Xbox would ever take away Call of Duty. They're not stupid." And so he is saying things publicly. Again, there's more public things of him saying, "No, well, I'm terrified that they take it away." But then we got all these emails. He's like, "Man, I know they're not taking.
They're
that
not
stuff
taking
away.
it
They
away
know
from
those other
PlayStation.
things." So they're again double speak coming from them. And we are
Sony double speaking, Xbox not lying, Xbox getting their ass kicked. There's a villain in this, but yeah, as you dig deeper, they're both multi-billion-dollar corporations.
No tears. No tears for any of them. There was also a funny thing. A Microsoft lawyer tells a judge that Elder Scrolls 16 is coming in 2026.
What?
16.
No, that we skipped a few games. I want to play those.
What happened to the other ones?
They're probably all coming out, so we'll have a new Elder Scrolls every single month. Because
Did,
that's the
did he
only-
combine Final Fantasy?
that's what I was
with,
thinking.
Elder Scrolls is
You
the
know
old
which
guy.
game
You
you talking
kids
about?
in your Elder Scrolls 16.
Yeah.
What?
So they were talking about just Elder Scrolls games. They're like, hey, one of them's Elder Scrolls Online. It's a multiplayer game. You can tell this person doesn't play any of the video games. And the
maybe
other
he
one's
meant-
Elder Scrolls 6. Shit.
Elder Scrolls 6.
16. Shit. Which games are we? 16. It's 16. And it's projected a 2026 as a
You
single
heard
player
it here
game.
first.
So what's interesting is 2026 is actually a little sooner than I thought Elder Scrolls 6 would actually come out. So
So what you're saying is the lawyers say that Elder Scrolls 6 is coming out 2026.
projected for release 2026 as a single player game. So They definitely clearly need Elder Scrolls 6.
Man, that's a long way to wait, Joe. Fuck, man. I guess I could play Starfield for a year. That'll
Baldur's
hold
Gate.
me over in
another-
2024.
Hundreds of hours.
Man, y'all really like Baldur's Gate. I'm all right, and then it's 2025, 2026. This just sucks.
Rogue
It was
Trader,
announced way too goddamn soon.
Yeah,
Rogue Trader, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
you
do
play
the
100 hours of
Warhammer,
Rogue Trader
40,000
stuff,
Rogue Trader. Yeah.
Okay. Ubisoft. Nothing but good things coming from them all the time. All they do is win or something. So Ubisoft has announced a new blockchain game. This one is called Champions Tactics Grimoire Chronicles. And
All
So
right.
what's the update on Skull and
Blockchain,
Bones? They're gonna have blockchain on that
Wait,
too?
what?
shut up. No, we're talking about
Dude,
Champions
shut up.
Tactics.
That game already came out and it failed, according to Ubisoft.
Yeah.
They don't even do marketing on that game anymore, okay? Just shut up. Shut up.
What? We never
Hey, when
said
is your
anything about
ga-
that game.
When is
No,
your
I
game
don't-
coming? Shut up. Just shut up about Skull
Talking
and
about a
Bones.
different game.
We've already moved on from it. You need to move on from it. That's so sad.
Yeah.
And okay, so Ubisoft is up to their old tricks.
Yeah. So this is a brand new PvP tactical RPG experimental game. And that's the quote. And it's a lot of things all at once. And then, do you want to know more about the game?
No.
Well, tough shit. You don't get to know anything because there is no other information.
good.
All that we know is on the Oasis blockchain. So they've abandoned the other blockchain. They were on the Tezos blockchain network for Ubisoft Quartz.
Okay.
If this doesn't raise
Well,
any red flags for you,
This is actually kind of important because they tried with Ghost Recon Breakpoint and they were on this other blockchain and they're like, fuck it, we can't do this. It is a terrible reception, and so they're switching blockchains. And if they're if they are so
So
hardcore in
yeah,
it
they're
and they're
all-
abandoning
Yes.
their own
Yes.
shit, you should not be buying any of these things. So
Red
maybe
flags.
don't.
The blockchain is going to be great.
Cancel
okay,
it, cancel
okay,
it,
okay, okay.
cancel
Not
it.
that blockchain.
Yeah.
Maybe this other blockchain will be great. Yeah, nah, fuck off.
Yeah,
Fuck
and
off. Fuck that game. Don't buy the game. If you buy the game, you're not my friend.
So Ubisoft has halted development on April for Ghost Recon Breakpoint. You know, that was their other blockchain game they wanted to sell you shit
They
on. Because
halted-
everyone hated
halted
it. Yeah,
it.
they're just like, nope, we're not going to do any more of this stuff. So can't wait to see what. I hope no one buys this. Please
No,
don't buy this.
don't
Don't
buy
buy
this,
anything on
please.
it. You're just going to
Tell
lose
all
your
your
money.
friends not to buy it. Blockchain is a scam and it will ruin gaming.
And that one's gonna fail.
And
No, this one.
If you
This
need to
one's for
explain
real.
it, refer people to hundreds of YouTube videos.
It's a confidence-based scheme, and you should have zero confidence in Ubisoft. Period. Period. Nothing they do, you should have confidence in.
Yeah.
So
Except for delaying games. Hey.
they have confidence in their incompetence.
Didn't they say
Yay.
they're gonna try to remake Black Flag or something like that?
What?
Is that?
I like Black Flag. I'll buy it.
Black Flag was cool. Well, how are they going to ruin that one?
I don't know.
No, Joe, you making this shut up?
No, I'm seeing.
All right, well, they're going to remake Black Flag.
Is that
Maybe.
that's nothing official? Because I would have.
He would have known.
Hopefully.
Next
I would've
news
known.
story while Joe
Go
looks
ahead.
it up.
All right. We have there's some bad stuff happening in France right now. Several days of unrest.
Yeah, this shit burning.
Yeah, there was a
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry. Yeah.
yeah, we'll do it after.
Yeah. Go ahead.
police fatality. They shot a 17-year-old delivery driver in Paris. They're talking about 40,000 police officers in the streets and riots. If the French know how to do anything, it's cook and riot. And it's bad. And so the French president has blamed the riots on TikTok, Snapchat, and video games. Because
How many times do we have to teach you, old man?
Yeah.
It's not where there's stats. There's
Are you
everything.
serious?
There's statistics.
He blamed it on video. He's blaming the riots on video games.
yeah.
How?
Okay, let me explain. So we'll start with what he said about.
Fucking dumbass.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Now he's blaming it on the social media, saying like
Because of the GTA. I know it.
he pretty much he's kind of mentioning those
Oh,
things,
my
saying that the social media platforms are ways for people to share this content, and it's like yes, but it is the police shooting a minor. That's not good content. It's not like they're making it up. It's like they're sharing this stuff, and people are right to be upset about police
Yeah.
shooting somebody. because they're not executioners.
For no reason.
Yeah, that's not what police are for. And so blaming Snapchat, and even Snapchat's like, look, we moderate as much as we can, but if people are posting factual information, we do nothing to it. So maybe the problem is there's a police issue.
The
there's
factual
housing.
information.
Yeah, I mean,
that needs to be
they mentioned increase in housing and income inequality, police brutality, and the fact that race policy in France is just be colorblind and it's just not working. So that's one of those things. And then he goes on to
video games.
and then
It's the easiest scapegoat. That's why.
That's what
Yeah.
it's all politicians. It's the oldest fucking page in their playbook.
Yep.
it's been around
Oldest.
since
Well,
99.
no, the oldest page is music. That's satanic music because the records came before the video
Yeah,
games.
it was that, and then it was Dungeons and Dragons, and then it was video games.
Yeah.
Like video games overtook all
the
that
rock
stuff now.
music.
So what he said is, we sometimes have the feeling that some of them are living out in the streets the video games that have intoxicated them.
Yes, because I want to go be a plumber and rescue princesses.
That's yeah.
Spoken
Fucking
like
video
a true
games.
ignorant asshole that has never played a video game in his life.
He's just looking to point a finger at someone because it's so hard to point it back at the the
Oh,
policies
yeah.
that you are responsible for when you're controlling the government. And it's
Yeah,
Anyway.
the riots because he done fucked it up, and his response to it has not been very good. So you're right, looking for a scapegoat.
yeah, his response was to increase, put 40,000 police officers in the streets because nothing calms people down like giving them a massive amount of people they view as enemies in front of them. So it was not good. So great.
All right, Joe, tell us about.
Oh,
the
yeah, from
fucking
Kotaku it
Ubisoft.
says, sources, Assassin's Creed publisher remaking Black Flag, the pirate one. Planning has begun while Skull and Bones still remains MIA. So it's like, hey,
So
It's not
it's a-
MIA though. We know when Skull and Bones is.
Is it they just said that their sources tell them?
When was this from? I don't fucking know. Anyways, I'm down with
Friday.
I'm down with Black Flag. If it's just the graphics were good. So what are you really doing if you're remaking?
They're
it?
looking
It's-
directly at Capcom and going, "Holy shit!
Holy
we
shit.
That's
do
what
not
they
have
want.
to make new games. We can
People
only,
like this
We
one.
can remake our games that
Yeah.
people love, and as long as we don't fuck it up,
don't
give
know.
me $1 billion."
Right. Maybe I'm not on board. I would have to see more from that remake.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll just pop in the old one. I got it already. Why do I need to buy it? I got it at home.
but
but,
this one might have,
A new
One more
song.
rat to collect, or one more
this one
doubloon.
has like cool stuff that you could put in the blockchain.
Oh,
Dude, you shut the fuck up. You're going to bring back Black Flag, and you're going to... Look, this is the nicest shirt you've ever worn, so I'm trying not to mess
No.
it up, Joe. I'll just hit you in the face. God damn it. Putting blockchain in my favorite
It's like,
pirate
well, this
game.
is a good one. People like it.
Let's blockchain.
Let's put some stuff
Quartz.
in there.
Yeah, we'll integrate it with Quartz. It's a new
No,
blockchain because the
don't do
last
that.
2 ones didn't work. Look, they're gonna do something.
I think that.
I mean,
they're gonna do
it-
something
No,
stupid with it.
yeah,
They're gonna do
time
something stupid.
savers. This is what
Time
Ubisoft.
savers.
They feel like they can get away with time savers and shit. So it's already in there. All right.
Sadness.
Cool.
Great.
What else?
That's it for this one.
Oh, okay. Well, shit. Well, we got plenty more news stories in the second one, guys. But check out our second. I was gonna say our second video, and then also check out Extra.
Up to 25% off site-wide.
Good
Use
summer
our
sale.
good summer sale. Great stuff on there.
And hopefully all of this recorded, because I don't see.
I see it.
You see it?
Yes.
Okay, we're good. Well, we'll see
We're
you
good this
guys
time.
on episode 2.
Bye.
Bye.